Guys, my name is Diana and this is Show Candle channel. I recently started on my small candle business and I am very curious watching different Etsy videos and learning more about different platforms and some tea so we can gossip a little bit. Not really gossip, more gossiping about Etsy itself. A topic for today is that I saw many videos about how valid great small businesses on Etsy getting shut down. And it is really frustrating because I feel the pain for the people. And it seems like that the shops are being closed the second the shop is doing great. It seems like the main issue, at least from some of them that I saw, is that the AI was implemented and it's kind of like filtering, probably not even by person but just by the computer, that oh, this shop is not valid, but just because of some tags and stuff, which is not even true. So, and there's still many of those shops that are drop shipping and using fake photos of fake products, and they still exist. Let's watch.
Did it. Etsy did it. Etsy shut my shop down today, guys. I'm honestly in shock. I've heard this has happened to a lot of sellers lately. The AI will catch something and randomly just shut the shop down. I have no idea what's going on. I'm appealing it. I'm working really hard to get my shop back. But for now, I have no Etsy shop. My website is still available, thank goodness. I'm going to try and post some items on TikTok Shop. Current Etsy orders will be fulfilled. I still have your shipping addresses. I will be fulfilling current orders, so don't worry, you'll still get your items. I don't know what to do, guys. Any suggestions? Thanks.
This video is 2024 and almost the end of the year 2024, and the person says, after 17 years selling on Etsy. I don't even know how old, I didn't know how old is the Etsy in general. I can't explain how pissed I am. And the person mentions about the AI implementing, kind of like filtering accounts, kind of like they're fake. This is insane. Like, how can you not, like, if that would be done by a person, seeing all the reviews, person would be so long on the person is so long on Etsy. It's kind of like they don't even value the actual good shops. See, is profiting by them. Why would they not make sure they're checking it better? I'm really confused, and I'm not sure. Maybe the person disputed and got back pretty quick. Like, maybe if you dispute it and then they look at the shop and then like people actually review it and then they give it back, but still, all this stress for what? Like, even if they give it back, like, they don't deserve so much you know interruption from their small business. Anyways, yeah, it's really sad. Let's go to the other one.
My Etsy shop just got shut down and I don't know what to do except come on here and tell my story. So several weeks ago, Etsy started pushing a new AI optimization tool. As a seller, you could push a magic button, they said, and all your listings would be optimized. So that means when you do an Etsy listing for a product, you put in a title, a description, and they let you do tags. They then have you pay for ads on Etsy that put it out there on Google and all websites so your products get seen. So they push this AI tool saying, hey, push this button, we'll optimize all your listings, your titles, your tags, your ads, will do everything so you get seen more, you make more sales. But I wasn't going to do it because I thought, you know what, I'm so careful, because on Etsy you have to be really careful that you don't say something like Taylor Swift or Star Wars or Sabrina Carpenter, like anything that could get flagged on your listing, because I've had that happen before. And then even though my product wasn't Taylor Swift's face or something that's infringing on a copyright, if you even say Taylor Swift in the tags, you can get flagged. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. But it kept pushing and pushing this tool and saying what it would do and how much it would help your shop. So I was like, okay, you know what? Etsy's not going to screw me over and put stuff in my tags that are going to get flagged. Like, this is their tool. This has to help for good on Etsy. So I decide to do it. I push the magic button. I optimize hundreds. I have hundreds of listings on Etsy. I've had my shop for 6 years, tens of thousands of dollars in sales. And within a month, my shop is shut down because whatever they optimized into my shop screwed me over and started marking all these products by other companies and getting me complained against by them. So in order to get your shop back, the people who complained have to withdraw their complaints. So I reach out to who's complaining. They're all withdrawing their complaints. They all understand I'm explaining the situation. They all withdraw. I have to delete all these listings so I'm not getting flagged that were fine before, except for Taylor Swift.
Sorry, my cat was destroying all my boxes, so I had to kick him out of the room. You can tell here the person got flagged because of the AI tool. By the way, I was using it too, and I'm not even sure for how many listings I used it. I was like, that's so nice. Like, kind of, they're helping you to optimize your titles, and in reality, they don't even know what they're doing. Apparently, they probably have like AI tool to propose some things to you, and then I guess not Etsy banning themselves, but the other, like copyrighted companies. I mean, companies copywriting them and finding the, you know, mentions of like popular brands, or I didn't even know that, but there's no really, I guess, no really need for me to use any of the like brand names. I have Fruit Loops though. That's what I have, is I have Fruit Loops as a brand of cereal. So I don't know if other listings having the same like Fruit Loops title. So and then you see how much work she needs to do. She needs to message all these people, and then they're saying, okay, yeah, we understand. But she still needs to delete her listings and throw them in the garbage, like all her work. It seems like she also had a shop for a while and successful business. So yeah, why would Etsy do that?
Moved my handmade jewelry because I apparently didn't make them myself. My name is April and I sell handmade jewelry primarily on Etsy, and a few years back I had a couple of products gain some traction online. I made over 17,000 sales on Etsy. I hit six-figure revenues with my business, and I began hiring employees to try to help my business grow on Etsy. I was making consistent sales every single day. The numbers just kept climbing and climbing. I was one of the top jewelry sellers on Etsy. I had multiple bestsellers all at once. I bought a house, I got married, and I kind of settled into this simple single source of income for my business. My mindset was, why would I spend countless hours building on platforms that aren't going to give me any sales or views when Etsy was consistently giving me views? I believed this too until they removed my listing for violating their creative standards and so-called not having the human touch in my product. What does that even mean? Now, this listing brought in thousands and thousands of dollars every single year, so this was a big deal. Opening that message from Etsy was a real hit of reality. They would rather exchange their best-selling people and their best-selling items for AI bots, drop shippers, and people who copy others and resell things like Temu style. So yeah, I basically realized that I can't rely on one singular corporation to determine how my business is going to be run. So here I am trying to escape the financial grip of Etsy on my business, and I'm finally attempting to build my business the right way from the ground up. But anyways, if you found this story interesting or if you like this style of jewelry,
You see, another successful creator, successful business, and Etsy is just throwing them in the garbage. Well, this time it's not even explainable. I don't know if she also used the tags, like and Etsy decided like, she's not real. As it says, doesn't seem like has a human touch to it. Like, that's crazy, honestly. I don't know what to say. I'm just getting scared because I'm just starting my journey on Etsy and it's just dead for now. But I'm really scared. It's like all these platforms, of course, like including YouTube, they all have strict rules and often for good reasons. And it's just kind of scary that for real all those fake shops exist and make money, but the actual businesses are just struggling. So, but maybe, yeah, maybe she disputed and got her shop back, but still, all this work and stress for what? Anyways, I still believe that Etsy is a good platform to, for creators to show themselves and for people to find good handmade products and support small businesses and all that good stuff. But we are going to talk more tea about Etsy for sure because I'm just interested in this topic. So hopefully they're not gonna ban me here. Or they're gonna find my videos and gonna ban my Etsy shop. See you next video. Bye bye.